Hello, and welcome back to Seal from the Heart Creation, where creating is a process of the mind. In today's video, I'm going to be doing some stringing beads. I have this project, well, should I say, this bead spinner that I've had for quite some time now. And my granddaughter, she wanted to actually take it out of the box and use it, and I told her that we had to figure out how to use it. It is not that simple as you may think. Now, it's battery operated, and this is the product here that I'm going to be working with. It is the Darice battery powered bead spinner. It comes in a box like this. It has a little battery operated spinner base, and it comes with 3 bows, in which I had already filled them with my different beads, and it has caps for each one of the bows so that you can keep the beads secure. I also have some beading crystal string. Is Deadnova, and it's strong, stretchy, 100% polyester. I brought this as well years ago, so I'm going to be using some of that. I have 2 different needle nose pliers in which I'm going to be hooking one of my claw hooks as well as my rings on the end of the cord so that they can actually use that instead of using a knot. And I have, the machine also comes with 2 needles which are bent at the end. It comes with this thread as well, and I'm going to also be using some scissors, and I have a couple of charms in this bag. I don't know which ones I'm going to use, but I would just pick about 2 or 3, and I would go ahead and put those onto my waist beads. So I'm going to go ahead, and I measured how much I wanted. So I'm going to go ahead, and that's what you do. You measure your waist, and I would say leave about an inch off of the thread so that you can go ahead and have enough room. And given that this is stretch thread, you want to most definitely do about a ½ inch, I would say, because it's stretched as you pull it. So I'm just going to pull it off a little small amount. You know, I'm going to guesstimate how much I want to do. So I'm going to pull this here, and I'm going to cut it. I'm going to get me one of these rings out of here. I'm going to get a medium and a claw hook, and this is the size that it is. Put that to the side there, and I'm going to go ahead and make a knot in my claw. I'm just going to thread this through here, and I'm going to thread this through. You know, actually I'm going to go ahead and open up this ring, and I'm going to put the ring on the end of it so that I can go ahead and have a little bit room for the ring. So I put that on there, then take my other long nose plier, pull it together, and then I'm going to just go ahead and close it tight, and then I'll put my string through it, and I'm going to tie this in a couple of knots. I'm going to loop one loop in, another one in, and then I would tie it, pull tightly, and then I'm going to do 3 loops in to secure it. And then I'll pull that real tight. And that should be good. Then I'm going to go ahead and place this inside of one of my needles. The needles actually are separated. It's a wide eye needle. I'm going to go ahead and put that in inside of there. And I haven't figured out the best way to hold this. According to the box, you can get a lot of beads on here, but it actually doesn't work that way. But you want to actually have the spinner turning the opposite way of where you're holding it. Or should I say, it should turn the way. If I lay the bead needle inside this way, I want it to turn counterclockwise. If I lay it this way, I want it to turn clockwise. You get what I'm saying? So let me just show you how this works. And you put your needle in here. Now I'm gonna hold mine at the end because I haven't figured it out. You just stick it in there a little bit and let the beads ride on the needle. Oh, got it going the wrong way. Sorry about that. Here we go. And it comes up a little at a time, and I just drag that down. Again, I haven't learned how to hold this needle that well. So I do know that you just put it at the tip and you just let the spinner just spin. And as long as you have enough beads in here, it'll go ahead and pick it up. Now I don't know if this faster than beading on your own, putting it on there one by one, but I'm not that desperate to make waist beads, so I think the spinner works just well for me. And you can either pull them down or you can just leave them on the needle so that the needle can fill up before you pull it down. So I'll just push that down there because I think it's faster. I think I need to shake this up a little bit. See, that gathered a little bit more. I think this is a pretty color. I got these beads years ago, so I can't tell you the exact color. I just threw some beads in here and mixed it up. That's what I did. So it's not no particular one color that I had gotten. And these are a size 11 beads. And I had gotten beads from all over the place. So I believe these beads actually came from Michael's, because I used to do Michael's a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up the process. And I'm going to be attaching when I get like probably about 2 more inches of this. I'm going to put on the charm, and I'll come back once I had done that. Okay, I think I got a good enough size here or length that it's on the string now. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, and I'm going to add a charm, and I'm going to also put a small ring on my charm so that it can hang instead of having it stick onto the charm, the hole that's in the charm itself. That way I'll get a little dangling movement in the charm itself. So I'm putting it on this open ring. And I'm going to go ahead and use my needle nose to pick up another one so I can go ahead and close that up. And you don't want to open this up so big that you can't close it, because once it's stretched open, it's hard to actually get it to go back evenly. actually don't want to close it all the way yet because I want to attach it to the string itself. So I'm going to go ahead and put this through here. Wow. There we go. And now I'm going to close it. And I'm going to go ahead and let that dangle down. And here on my charm on here, see how it dangles? I like that there. It dangles a little bit instead of being on there just hanging around. So I'm going to go ahead and string up some more. And you want to keep this fairly full so it can pick the beads up like it's supposed to. And you just want to, again, lay it at the tip so it can scoop up the beads and just continue to do it. I mean, it's pretty fast because you're not stringing one on at a time, but I thought it was going to work better than this. I didn't think that it was going to be this difficult because you really have to have a steady hand with this needle here, and it is flimsy. But it's pretty good, I guess. This is something to do and keep your mind occupied. Let me try to bring you down a little bit more to let you see exactly what I'm doing. So this is it, and I'm placing it here at the tip. And you gotta place it at the base of it. See how it poured up beneath the beads there? And this is pretty full, so I'm gonna go ahead and push this down on here. I'm gonna put a little bit more, and then I'm gonna put the second charm on here. So again, you hold it to the end, and you just let it ride. And see the beads pop on there. And you can only get it on the hook part, basically. If you go too far in there, it's not going to pull the beads up. So you got to make sure that your needle stay at the top of it. And see, the beads are on there. I know this can be boring to some people, but it's actually pretty neat. Once you get a hang of it, it's pretty neat. I think this is enough for me. Yes. I'm going to go ahead and put my second charm on. So I'm going to turn this off. And I'm going to do the same process by putting the ring on it. Let's see. I actually want the smaller one. I'm going to open this up. There we go, right there. I'm going to put this through the string. Let me turn it the same way the other charm is, actually, because I don't want them to be flipped in all different directions. Put this through the string, like so. Open it just a little bit more. There we go. Get my other long nose. And bend it in, and I'm going to press on it to close it. Here we go with the second one. Let me keep it still so you can see it. That's the second charm. And I'm going to go ahead and start this up again. I will let you see the process again. Okay, I have my third charm on here, which is a skeletal face. And I'm going to just go ahead and speed through this process. To complete this, I probably will do 2 more needlefuls, maybe 3, and then I should be good with this. This is for my granddaughter, so yeah, I may add another charm, but I'm gonna speed through this process while I do this, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, I think I have finally finished this, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my jump ring at the end, and I'm going to use a slightly bigger one this time, and I'm going to string it through instead of opening it up. Tie this on with about 3-4 knots. So, and then this is the finished product. You just go ahead and pull your lobster claw back, put that on there, and this is the waist bead. Of course, I'm not going to put it on me, and my granddaughter can wear it this way, and I'm quite sure that it can fit around her waist. If it can't, she can double it up, but here's the completed process. I'm going to go ahead and burn this off at the tip. That way it'll melt it a little bit. I may put some glue on it later on, but for right now I'm just going to burn this off. I'll put some jewelry glue on it to actually have it completed. I don't have it in front of me, so I'm not going to move away from the screen to do that. But this is how you use the Darice Bead Spinner. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my station if you haven't already. And as I always say, this is so marvelous. And you have a wonderful and marvelous day. Until the next time, bye.